Hiya and welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool have just drawn away at Luton in a game that is extremely disappointing for the Reds. We pick up 1 point when the likes of Arsenal did drop all three over the weekend. And there's nothing else to say aside from Liverpool just weren't good enough. We really lacked some creative spark. It said that we created 6 big chances, and to be honest, I can only remember maybe 2 of them. I just don't think Liverpool had the rhythm. They looked like a team who went out there thinking that their aura and the fact that they were Liverpool and that they were facing Luton was going to make them win the game. And that was what was going to happen. And they didn't. Luton gave us a battle. They went toe-to-toe with us for 20 minutes maybe of that first half, in which Liverpool, they had some really good chances. They were, doing the ball over the top. Nunez does hit the bar with a really good chance. And we were getting in behind them a little bit more than we all thought. We thought they'd sit low. And once we'd scared them with that chance off the bar, and once we'd started doing the over-the-top free balls, they recognised it, and Luton just decided to sit deeper and make sure that they were compact and that Liverpool would have to break them down a different way. And that's when Liverpool struggled. From there, Luton just seemingly took us out the game. We were there was too many overloads and too tighter spaces. You saw Jota coming in and all of our front three exchanging positions, but there was no one there really who was direct and caused trouble. In fact, from that first half, I can remember a couple of Darwin Nunez shots from maybe outside the area, from that right-hand side where he scored against Bournemouth. He had that shot where he hits the bar, and aside from that, I can remember a Diogo shot where I think Ryan Gravenberch does really well, sets Diogo Jota, and he opens his body looking as if he's going to go far post, but then reverts and goes near post, and the keeper makes a good save. But aside from that, Liverpool didn't really do brilliant, and there was warning signs there from Luton. Ross Barkley played all right against us, to be honest. He had a couple of shots outside the area, and Luton were really targeting that side with Trent, and I think he had a tough game today, to be honest. And you could see the warning signs for Liverpool, and you just hope that in the second half, Liverpool would have got better. They needed to fight for something. They needed to break them down. They needed the attitude to be aggressive, and we weren't. And the first sign of that aggressiveness not being there was when we perfectly win a ball with Joe Gomez, and Dominic Szoboszlai, for reasons unbeknown, boots the ball out when they've got a man down in our half. Why? I don't know. Liverpool, you need to be ruthless. I don't care. It was a fair tackle. The referees played on it. No one's blown that whistle, and yet we give up the advantage there because our lad is pretending to be injured. Absolutely not. You play on in those moments. We're trying to, win things. You've got to be ruthless. I don't think the likes of Manchester City would do that. They'd get on with it. And that really annoyed me. And maybe it was just really frustrating because Liverpool just couldn't seem to do anything. They'd ran out of ideas. We were just putting balls into the box that weren't good enough. We were too slow. I mean, we were really sluggish. We just stood them up and was like, okay, well, we'll just move the ball from one person to another and hope that spaces come available. There was no pace injected into the play. It was very stagnant. It was very slow. It was very lethargic. And Liverpool really needed to up the tempo and take the game to Luton. And we didn't do that until maybe the last couple of minutes. And even then, it wasn't brilliant. We do, obviously, before their goal, have a ridiculous chance in which Darwin Nunez should just put the ball in the back of the net. I think the flag went up. And I don't actually think he's offside, Mo Salah. I don't know whether Mo Salah's attempted to head the ball goalwards or not, but I think he should do better if he has. If he's meant to put it on a plate for Darwin Nunez, he's done exactly that. And Darwin Nunez, this is the thing about him, he's unpredictable. You can't bet on him scoring the goal and doing the right thing, doing the easy thing, scoring the easy goals, because that is what should be. It's a sitter, it's an open goal, and Darwin Nunez somehow blazes it near out of the stadium. I've got no idea how, and that cost us. I'm going to be dead honest. I love Darwin Nunez, but that moment right there has cost us, because minutes later, they go up the other end, and once again, Liverpool just acting as if they can get through it because they're Liverpool. I mean, the ball is headed from Virgil van Dijk, and we all stop because we think someone might have handballed it. I don't know why we've all stopped. Play to the whistle. Darwin Nunez let this ball bounce off him and just stands there and just puts his hands up, and we all just stop and put our hands up, expecting a foul and a handball to be given and a penalty. It doesn't work like that. You play until the whistle. Luton broke, and fair play to Luton, because earlier on in that half, they had a one-on-one where their player decided to pass it across goal for some reason. Alisson Becker makes a really good save. If he goes that alone, that puts them 1-0 up. The danger signs were there, and their counter-attack is brilliant from them. It's a really, really good. Kanate, just wipe someone out, please. Don't let him make that pass out wide. McAllister looks at a lad who runs off him, and it's like he can't even be arsed. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to let him run. And then once the lad on the wing, it's 1-on-1 with Costas, he realises, oh crap, no. That lad who ran off me, his back post, I'm going to have to start sprinting here. He starts too late. He's not urgent enough in that moment, is McAllister. And I thought the subs were a little bit mad. But either way, the ball is perfect. I think it's Chong who puts it in the back of the net. They've scored a perfect goal. They've scored a brilliant counter-attack goal. A goal that if Liverpool was to score, you'd say, wow, that is excellent. And look, they go 1-0 up, and you think, well, it's already... No matter what happens here, it's already appalling from Liverpool. We can't drop any points, but at least get a draw, because 1 point is better than none. We do manage to do that. Luis Diaz comes on the pitch, and even with everything that is going on with his life right now, he somehow is the one that showed the aggression, who showed the directness to make the runs. Harvey Elliott, I thought, was really good when he came on. I'm surprised that McAllister stayed on the pitch when he was on a yellow card. I thought Sobbo would have just slotted into DM. I was surprised that Cody Gakpo came on instead of Diaz to begin with. I'm assuming that's because we didn't want to give Diaz too much time in the spotlight. I'm not sure. But Liverpool were going to have to go for it. And even then, I don't feel like we really went for it. Kostas Tsimikas was awful when he came on that pitch. We couldn't get... There was no quality on the pitch. We really lacked it, but Harvey Elliott had it. He put 2 balls into the box. Both were amazing, and one of them gets us the goal. Luis Diaz coming up with a goal for the Reds and for his dad. It kind of comes off his shoulder, but it loops in, and it's a goal. It gives us it. And from then, you think, go on, Liverpool, go and grab the game again and go again. We didn't do that. I mean, I'm pretty sure the last kick of the game is... we give it to Costas, who runs up the pitch, and for some reason, instead of just putting the ball in the box and finding a way to get it in the box, he comes all the way back, and it's full time. And ultimately, Liverpool come away from Luton Park with 1 point, which is horrific. It just is horrific. Fair play to Luton. They deserve that point. I am absolutely fine. If Liverpool would have lost that game today, I'd have had no problem. I wouldn't have been able to put my hat on anything. Because I thought we were really, really poor, both attacking-wise and defensively. And Luton have played us. They've got what they deserved. And Liverpool need to put this result to the back of their mind and move on fast. Because we all know it's a shocking result, but it still somehow keeps us in with a chance of going in a title race. I don't think you can win the title. I think we are miles off Manchester City, I do, in this moment. I think Manchester City would have put them to the sword within 20 minutes and the game would have been over. But Liverpool still are clinging on. They're 3 points off top. We're level on points with Arsenal. Let's forget about this game as quick as possible and move on to the next one. Take maximum points from Brentford, and then we've got, an international break, which we can get over, and then we've got Manchester City. Liverpool are still in with a chance. Let's hope the next game out, though, that they improve massively, because the day was massively off.